I know that there are a lot of people out there who have times when they have bouts of anxiety and depression at random. Well, I gotta tell ya, I can relate. I sometimes go through moments like that. Now, one thing I will say, there are definitely things you could do to help yourself with that. Like, take me for example. Sometimes when I get anxious or depressed for like random moments, sometimes what I would do is I would either get some exercise, play some video games, or watch some of my favorite shows. Yeah. The biggest piece of advice that I can give is that if you have moments of anxiety and depression at random times, whether it be rare or often, well, especially often, the worst thing you can do is sit around and do nothing. Really, something that you should consider is that if you have bouts of depression and anxiety, try doing something that you enjoy. Do something to get your mind off of it, but don't just sit there and do nothing. Like, if there's something that you like that gets your heart pumping, something that makes you happy in an exciting way, like exercising or playing heart-pounding video games or playing instruments or anything else like that that make you happy in a way like that. Or something you can do is do something that relaxes you. In my case, that's playing video games. But there are other things you could try, like listening to music that you enjoy, or watching some of your favorite shows. Pull some of your favorite videos up online. Sometimes even some deep breathing might help. I've tried there are a few times, not very many times, but a few times where simply breathing deeply and calmly for about a minute or two, that sometimes helped me. Maybe it'll help you guys better or something. But yeah, again, the main focus is that doing nothing about it only hurts worse. But there's also one other thing that's important. When it comes to depression and anxiety, you should never, ever resort to doing something unhealthy or harmful to escape from it. That will only make things worse, because doing something like smoking to get over your depression, that's only going to give you health problems that will make you even more depressed. Yeah. There are some cases where I see that people deal with anxiety by overeating. That's unhealthy as well. A better alternative to that is exercising. And if you eat healthy foods, like fruits and vegetables, that's acceptable as long as you don't overdo it. Yeah. Yeah. But doing things that are unhealthy or harmful to relieve yourself from depression, that will leave an impact that will only make you miserable afterwards. It's really a useless attempt that only leads to more misery and should really never be done. You know, sometimes staying healthy could also be a great way to relieve yourself from anxiety and depression. Think about your lifestyle. Are you active? Do you exercise at all? Do you sit down most of the day? Do you have a healthy diet? I found that those who eat healthy and those who have a good amount of physical activity do have improvements of their anxiety and depression. Now, something that I would suggest for an easy way to be more active than usual, instead of taking elevators or escalators, take the stairs, either at work or at the mall or anywhere else. Just that one little habit that you can do could make a little bit of a difference. Also, better alternatives, healthy eating, like eating lots of fruits and vegetables, that could also improve your health as well, and that in turn could help you with your depression and anxiety. Now, if you're like me and also take medication for your depression and anxiety, if you still have many times where you have bouts of depression and anxiety, something that you could do is to tell your doctor. Because trust me, keeping it to yourself is not a good thing to do. Just hiding away your depression and anxiety only makes the feelings worse. You really must tell somebody about it, and they will be able to help you, especially your doctor. Your doctor can easily find ways to improve your medication so that hopefully it will be able to stop your random bouts of anxiety and depression. But for any kind of anxiety and depression, whether it be random bouts or a constant thing, the worst thing you could definitely do is keep it to yourself. Tell people that care about you that you're feeling depressed and anxious, and they'll listen to you, whether it be your family or your good friends. But take my advice when it comes to your doctor. Tell them if you're having problems keeping up with it. If you're still having random bouts of depression and anxiety, it wouldn't hurt to try and see if medication could help improve it. I know that firsthand, so if it helped for me, it would most likely work for you as well in cases. So the main point is, for random bouts of depression and anxiety, don't give up on trying to do things that could help you recover from it. Do things you enjoy, have a healthier lifestyle, or simply telling people about it, like your family or your doctor or your friends or anything like that. And don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep your problems to yourself, because telling people who care about you about it can not only open the way of ways to avoid it in the future, but also make you feel better. I've had good experiences with using these steps to recover from my anxiety and depression, and if it worked for me, it could most likely work for you, so please try it out. Oh, one more thing. If things that you tried before don't work, don't be afraid to try new things. Yeah, try new things as long as they're not harmful things, like smoking and whatnot. Yeah, it's good to try new things to relieve your anxiety and depression, as long as it's not harmful in any way, either physically or emotionally. But yeah, just try. Doing nothing will only make things worse. So try. Do what you can to free yourself from those random bouts of sadness, depression, and anxiety, and I guarantee you, eventually, if you try hard enough, it will succeed. Just stay hopeful, because there's always a way out of it. And believe me, nothing lasts forever, especially depression and anxiety. Be a little patient, and eventually the answer will come. Just don't give up. Yeah. Just randomly babbling on again with random advice and whatever. I didn't even write anything down. Yeah. Hopefully this senseless babbling was helpful to you in any way or whatever.